Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited to do this video today. It has been a requested video and I kind of combined two requests into one, and that is showing my Chanel collection, but also what I would pick as my first Chanel bag if I were to buy one and why. So if you're interested in this type of video, stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, my name is Emily and I do handbag unboxings, reviews, comparisons. I also love fashion and traveling, so I would sprinkle those into my channel. If you do like any or all of these things, definitely consider subscribing below and hitting the notification bell so that you'll be notified of my next video. Like I said, today I am showing you my Chanel collection, and as you can see here, I don't have a huge collection, but I also have a good handful of them. I've been collecting these for over 5 years now, so I feel like it is a pretty good collection, but it's nothing like some of the other people I've seen, which I would love to get more of. And I am not showing any of my SLGs today, just for the sake of the two requests that I have. If you are interested in seeing even those, I could make a separate video as well. So like I said, this is my Chanel collection and I can go over each item, what I like, what I dislike, and sort of the reasons why I bought it, and then I'll go over which one I would pick out of the ones I have here to be the recommended first bag if you were to be going out to getting your first one. All right, so I guess I can start with this one right here. This one is my Diana. This is a vintage find. I actually bought this one out of all of these secondhand. This one I bought on eBay. I had it authenticated. If you would like to see the authentication process, I will link that video below. I had it cleaned and certified and everything, so it is legit. This one is like in a lambskin. It's very pretty. It's in a black lambskin leather and it has gold hardware. It's very soft, very supple, and being secondhand, it is still in amazing condition. It does not have feet. It has this gold lock, which they don't do anymore, real gold lock, and then that's the inside. I have it stuffed. It only has one chain option, so it doesn't have the double chain, but it is really pretty. I have photos of this. If you have not seen my Instagram or you don't follow me there, definitely go. It's at Clutch to Carry All, and you'll be able to see me with all of these bags. I've posted outfits of them, and I think that will help you a lot more in seeing this. So why did I choose this one? I have loved the look of the older style vintage bags for a little bit. I forgot which year where I just had that feeling like I want to get a older Chanel bag, because I've heard about the gold CC lock, which they don't do anymore, and then also like how nice the leather is back then, and the fact that this is vintage and it still looks this good, it just shows the quality of the leather. I got this one on eBay because it was not an item sold at the Chanel stores anymore. I think they came back with one, a Diana, a few years ago where it looks like this one, but it still doesn't look the same. So I went online, went on eBay and got this one. I believe I got this one for just about $1,500 US. I'll link all this stuff below. I've also done an unboxing and stuff. I'll try to link everything below, and you'll definitely be able to see the price if I remember what they are. So yeah, so this one is a favorite. It has a burgundy lining. It's really nice. I really like it. If you do choose to go the route of the pre-loved market, I would highly recommend getting it authenticated, as well as making sure the seller or wherever you buy it from is legit, and obviously get it cleaned so that will be like your own. The next one I'm going to go with is this one right here. This one is, some may argue it's not a handbag, because I think in Chanel it is actually considered a small leather good. This one is their wallet on chain, or clutch on chain, I believe it's called, and it's different than the usual walk that you think of with a flap, because it doesn't have a flap. It has instead two zipper compartments up top and a slip pocket in the middle, and if you have like a regular phone, even with the Plus, I think you should be able to slide it in right in the middle, and very easy to access. The front and back zip pockets have slip pockets along the side of each, and so it's very convenient if you want to bring this as your wallet and not have to worry about bringing in a separate wallet. Now, this bag is really nice compared to the walk because it is removable. This chain is removable. And while it's not adjustable, it is removable, so you could put on a chain that fits you if you're too short like me. Most of these chains are too long for me, so I definitely need to get something that's shorter. I also have found links right here. I'll try to bring it closer. The links here, you can see I've shortened it with this metal piece, and it's removable. And so when you wear it, you can see that it has this like dangling quilted chain piece, but I think it looks fine. It looks kind of cute that way. If you don't like the off-side symmetry or whatever, you can also do it on this side, but I've only done it on one side and it fits me perfectly. I love this color. That's part of the reason why I got it. This is from the, I believe it's the 19C collection. I bought it early last year, and I bought it when I was traveling in Vegas. So I'm glad I found it because I really wanted something in this color. Turquoise is one of my favorite colors, so it's just so bright and cheery, and I love it in this smaller bag because I feel like I don't know if I would wear as much with a pop of color in a bigger size bag. So that's the reason why I got it. It's caviar leather with the brushed gold hardware, and the chain is thinner than your usual, you know, classic flaps, but they feel substantial and it doesn't squeak. I've heard of issues with that as well. So I don't remember the price of this, but I'll link it below if I could find it. All right, the next one I'm going to go with is right here. This one is a fairly new purchase. It's actually the newest one of all of these. This is my Coco handle in the mini size and in the sort of iridescent white color with chevron caviar silver hardware. So this one is one of my new favorites. It is so gorgeous. A lot of you have been worried about it being white or asked me why I picked white, but as you can see, I don't really have too many colors in my collection. Like half of them are black. So I kind of wanted to introduce a light color. I know this one's bright light color, but I wanted like a more neutral light color. So this is why I got this one. I love the handle. I love that there is a removable chain strap, and this chain strap also has a leather piece in here, so it makes it very comfortable. This is removable, not adjustable, but it fits me perfectly, so I don't need to adjust it. And I love that it is light. The entire bag is light. And I also love that it has such a roomy interior. If you would like to see a review of this bag, I have done one recently and I'll link it below. This bag I got recently, like I said, in December, and I've used it quite a bit. While it is a light color, I have not noticed too many like issues with them. I mean, I've noticed like little tiny specks of marks, but nothing that bothers me. I really like it because it also has feet. So some of these I'm showing you do not have feet, and it kind of worries me because if I were to put it down on the ground, yeah, it does become a bit of an issue. I really do like this one. It is unique. It has a top handle, which none of my other ones really have. I know this one, which I'll get to next, have a little bit, but this one's a prominent one that you can easily slip your hand through. So I love top handle crossbody bags, versatile, and yeah, so I don't know what I can say about it. I bought this one because, like I said, it's just the right size, right fit, right color. And on to my next one. On this side, I have my business Affinity. This one I bought while I was traveling in Europe. I bought it at Harrods, and I was looking for this particular style, which is the business Affinity in the medium size. I believe it's the medium size. There's 3 sizes. There's a small, medium, and large, but sometimes it's called mini, small, and medium, I guess. So it's the middle size of those 3, and I really love it for the color. Now this color is sort of like a neutral, but like a special neutral, so that you could pair it with a lot of things. It would not get dirty easily, but it's not your usual black or nude or white or red. It's just a very different color. I love this for the rose, it's sort of rose goldish, brush gold, light gold, champagne gold hardware, and I love that there's a slip pocket, which if I put my phone in there, I'll just show you really quick, it slips right there. It can also slip on the side, which is great. Let me just, right there, see? And yeah, so this bag I bought while I was traveling, so I was able to get some VAT back for, or VAT, which is like tax refund. If you're interested in tax refund and how it works and how to do it. I have a video on that too, which I'll try to link below if I can remember. There's so many things to link now. This one I bought back in 2017, I believe, so it's been a while. They don't have this color in this style anymore, but I believe they do still make this style every so often. And like I said, when I went to Harrods, I was looking for this style, and luckily they had it in their stores at the time, and they had it in this color. They also had a black and I believe a nude color, but I ultimately went with this one just because I want some variety in my collection. This one is a twist turn CC lock, and it has a flap, and then when you open it, it has a pocket up here, which is a zip pocket. I don't usually zip it. And then there's a big compartment, which I have stuffed. All of these are stuffed. So yeah, one big compartment with a slip pocket up front. I have used this, not recently. I think I used it last fall, summer, fall, but not recently. I love the little top handle. It's very soft, but like I said earlier, it's very small, so you can only really hold it. You can't really like slip your hand through it. The chain is not removable, not adjustable, but like I said, if you have one of those metal locking pieces, you could make it shorter. So I really like this caviar leather. I don't see any wear on it. It has a quilting up front, and it just looks so unique to me. And yeah, for feet, love the feet. I guess I could show you the strap. This strap actually has a little bit of the squeaky sound that I like. If I don't know if you can hear it, it does have a little bit. So I'm kind of like annoyed about that sometimes, but for the most part, if I'm wearing it outside, I can't hear it. So I bought this one as like a souvenir while traveling, but I was also looking for the business affinity style because I just love the top handle crossbody style, and just because it just looks so cute. And it's like my size. Like as you can see, a lot of these are around the same size. All right, so continue on this side. There's one right here that I've been really loving. This one is the reissue in the mini size. So the mini reissue, it's a limited edition, but they have come out with several styles and several pieces of them, if that makes sense. This one is from the, I believe, 19B collection, or 19A is one of those. And 19A and B had this style available. I got it in the black and gold hardware. It has the beautiful bijou chain, which is different than all of those chains that I have here, which is the quilted chain, and it has the older, or a different style turn lock. I forgot what this was. I think this is called the Mademoiselle lock. Ooh, I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it has that lock, and it has a flat chain, but it has, you could see, 4 grommets where you can adjust this to be one long shoulder strap, or it doubled up as a long crossbody strap or a shoulder strap if it's doubled up. And inside it's all in leather, and it just looks so pretty. Just one big compartment, but it could fit so much because it's not a double flap. So in the past, when they have done a mini reissue, and this is like the 244, I believe, if I remember correctly, it has a double flap. And so whenever you have a double flap, it keeps the structure of the bag really nicely, but it takes away a lot of the space that you could put things in. It has a slip pocket in the back right here, no feet, and it's quilted all around, very pretty. And I just really like it because it's like a really good size. Like you can wear it as nighttime wear, fancy dressy wear, but you can also wear it very casually. And like the fact that you could wear it crossbody or on the shoulder is really nice. For me, this chain is not removable or adjustable, but it's perfect for me. So my height, and I'm 5'1". So I think this was like a perfect purchase. I bought this last year again. I bought a lot of these last year actually. I had like a Chanel kick, and yeah, I just love it. I believe if you got it not in the limited edition, it is burgundy lined inside, but this one is black leather lined. Oh, this is calfskin. So this is the only bag in my collection that's a distressed calfskin. Everything else is mostly caviar, with the exception of the Diana, which is lambskin. All right, last but not least is this little beauty sitting right here. This is my first Chanel bag that I've ever purchased, and this one is in the caviar medium size with the silver hardware. I bought this one from Paris, from the Rue Cambon store, and I was so happy when I got it. This one is, every time I look at it, every time I take it out, it just takes me a moment. I just pause and I just get brought back to when I bought it. It was amazing. Yeah, I just love this bag so much. This one is sort of like a holy grail bag for a lot of people, but it's also something that like really marks a time in my life where like I could afford something like this. It has your burgundy lining. You've seen this bag before, the slip pocket right here. It is so gorgeous. I do not use this bag enough because I am afraid of damaging it, even though it is in caviar and it could take a lot of beating, especially, you know, after using some of these other ones. It has, yeah, no feet. You've seen this bag before, but I bought this one in Paris. And so at the time, I believe the price of the Chanel bags was not that expensive. Yeah, I mean, still expensive, but it was not like the current price now, which I don't even know what it is. But yeah, I also was able to get some tax back for it. And yeah, this is a lovely bag. Yeah, I'm so glad to have this in my collection. I don't think I can ever part with it. It's such a pivotal piece in my whole handbag collection. So I'm very proud and very happy to have this one. I bought it mainly because it's Chanel. It's a classic flap. It's the one that I've always wanted. It's classic, and it really is also like a souvenir when I'm traveling. So I really like to do that. It's just all right. So now comes to the second question that I've gotten, and sort of a request to touch upon what recommendation I would have if somebody were buying their first Chanel bag. And this person actually had asked like a few months ago already, and I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you, but I wanted to kind of get this out at the same time. So this person also wanted something that wasn't the usual Chanel, very recognizable Chanel. So that was one of the questions that she had. Most people would say the first one you should get is the classic flap because that's classic, and if you're going to get only one, maybe not anymore, that would be the one to have. And I do agree that that one is something, once you have it in your collection, you really want to keep it, and it's very special. But if it's your first one and you might get more, it's like kind of you're testing it out, but you don't want to be like everybody else, you know, with the medium or jumbo classic flap. I do have two that I would recommend, and that's not like obvious Chanel. Now, depending on your budget, that would also differ. If you want to get a good bang for your buck, that is something to consider. So my recommendation, if you're getting your first one and you don't want it to be an obvious Chanel, I would say the mini reissue is a good one. Mini reissue does not have anything, no CCs, no anything. You cannot tell that it is a Chanel bag unless you know it. It is a really good quality. It is a good size. It has the adjustable strap right here. And yeah, so this one again is the mini size, but they also come in regular, a bigger size. So it's 244, there's a 225, 224, 225, 226. So there's different sizes. Those have the double flap, but they all have the same construction, no CCs, no anything. And yeah, it just looks very pretty. They have tons of color, and they all have the adjustable chain strap in this bijou chain. So I think this one is a really good one. It is a little bit expensive though because of just the popularity of this bag, and it's very similar to the double flap in a very classic style. So I think that will take you very far if you keep it in your collection. And yeah, but it's a little bit different in that it doesn't have the CC. So it is unique, different, but still has a classic feel. It does cost roughly the same as the classic flap though. So if you're looking for something that's like less price point, I would look into the business Affinity. I got this one for much less, and as you can see, where did I put it? It is a lot bigger. So I would say that if you wanted something different, you wanted color, and you wanted something durable, this one would be a good one because it is they come out in a lot of different colors like red, orange, greens, caviar leather. It has a lot of compartments, very usable, right? Like this one, I don't know if I would take it to like a fancy dinner. I think you can if you wanted to, especially if you got the smaller size. But even if you didn't, look, you can do so much with this. You can bring it on vacation, you can bring it to work, you could do so much with it. It has a slip pocket, it has feet, and for price wise, I think this one is slightly less than the classic flap or the mini reissue. So I would also go with this one if price is, you know, a thing. I hope that answers your question. I hope you guys found this fun and enjoyable and helpful. If you have any questions that I did not cover, definitely leave it in the comments below and I'll try to answer it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.